Hi guys, I'm back. I have been busy, so I haven't been making content. I've been making like a bunch of TikToks and I've been collabing with people, and I did actually post a video the other day. It took me about a month to edit, but you're welcome guys. But I've been so busy, so I haven't really had much time. Life's been kind of crazy. I think for the first time in my life I genuinely am busy and I'm being very productive. It's been crazy. I'm a month on T. I'm like 6 weeks. I'm on my 7th week of T this week. On the 23rd I will be 2 months, so I've got a bit of time because I'm recording on the 9th. Oh my god, that's like a week. That's like, wow. And then I'll be 2 months. That's mad. But yeah, I stopped making videos for a bit just to focus on everything else because I've been so busy and I've had other videos to edit, and like I'm still doing content. Like I'm still very active and very busy, and I've made a decent bit of progress. But god, yeah, tea update time. Yay! Everybody comment tea update. Wait, no, I'm not gonna do one for those YouTubers. Anyway, before I get into my tea updates, I just want to talk about my life so far. So if you care that much, skip ahead like 2 minutes, but I'm gonna talk about me for a bit and then we're gonna go on to my transition, okay? So I just want to say that I've been so busy, and because I make these videos as like life updates as well, I kind of just want to talk about like what I've been doing. I've been making some real progress with music. I went to the studio. I do have a video to put out soon that I need to edit of me going to the studio. I recorded a song, and that song, I don't know when we're gonna put it out. I don't know how. I'm still figuring it out. Music should be sometime this year. It's crazy because I'm doing all of this for my music, but now I'm kind of getting more interested into the content creation side of it. I'm really enjoying like making videos more than making sounds, but I promise like I am still very interested in music and I love writing songs, and I've got a very good song for you all soon. I don't know what that was. God. I've been working my arse off. I actually haven't. I mean, like I'm working more now. I got a new job. I work at a gay bar now, guys. I've been working retail for about a year and it's been so draining, and like that's also a trans issue because like I get misgendered so much. I only realised like I was so happy and confident in myself, other than like natural dysphorias like chest and everything, but working retail and having people like being in the real world and having people perceive you really stunted my like progression of like being happy in myself. But now I work at a gay bar and I'm kind of hoping that working with queer people will alleviate that a bit, so more on that later I guess. I've also been working on uni. I've been doing lots of uni stuff, which is kind of irrelevant because I don't really do much anyway. I've just been going to classes, really. Yeah, what else have I even been doing? Just hanging out with friends. It's summer now. Wow, it's coming on spring. It's actually not summer at all. But I don't really have much to say about my personal life actually. A lot is happening, but also it's not really things I can sum up. It's more just that I'm like naturally busy for once, which isn't usual for me. Anyway, also I dyed my hair. It was red before and that made me really happy for a while until it didn't, so I went back to black like Amy Winehouse. Well, actually I tried to go brown, and then it went black, and like it's browner in real life, but on camera it's kind of black. And I've been doing this little middle part thing recently and I'm kind of like, I think that's the way to go for now. Do you guys like my hair? Comment below if you like my hair. Anyway, tea changes. I've actually been keeping a list on my phone. I usually do a bit of a no phones allowed policy when I'm filming or making content, but we're gonna allow it today. Okay, so I've been categorizing these as weeks, so I'm gonna go through every single week. Bear in mind we're on week 7 now, but I'm not a whole 7 weeks on tea, if that makes sense. It's just the 7th week of taking tea. Oh wait, I should probably talk about how I take my tea first. Hang on. I literally just had it out. There it is. I'm actually blind, it was right in front of me. Okay, before I talk about my changes, here is my tea bottle. For now I am very much almost done with this one. I've got 2 more to go. This is Testo gel. It is a form of testosterone where you like squirt it. And it's a little gel. It smells a lot like alcohol. It's a very like, not like that alcohol, I mean like sterile alcohol. And essentially you just kind of rub it on your skin. I am on 2 pumps a day. I usually apply it to my arms, but if I have any left, I do it on my stomach. And yeah, I'm getting on very well with it. I'm thinking of changing to maybe doing it on my thighs now, because I find with my arms, like because I can't see my shoulders unless I'm looking in a mirror, I find it quite hard to like evenly distribute it. But that's how I'm doing it. Other ways that people do it in the UK, I found, are libido shots, which is in your bum, and I don't remember the actual name for this, but I believe it's intermuscular shots. I don't know the fancy name, but that's essentially in your thigh, which sounds very painful and is a lot less often than libido shots, which are, I believe, apparently every 10 to 14 weeks. I'm glad I googled that. Anyway, I'm getting on very well with the tea. Let's talk about changes. Okay, week 1. I had pretty bad cramps on day 6, and that was one of the first changes I found. I noticed that I think it might have been something to do with the desogestrel I take, which is a contraceptive pill. However, I'm pretty certain it's a tea thing, because I haven't really had that before. I had a pretty sore throat. That was not fun, and more on that later, because I had something that is called tea flu, which again isn't super fun. And I also had partially increased acne. I started to notice a lot more bumps on my face, which is okay. It's not something I'm fussed about. I don't actually mind acne. I kind of think it looks cool. It feels quite masculine to me. It's one of those weird like gender euphoric things. Okay, week 2. I had a very sore throat on day 10 and lots of overheating on day 13. I remember that day actually. I came home from uni. I thought it was going to be really cold outside, so I did wear like an extra layer, and it turns out it was really cold outside. I came home and I messaged my friend and I was like, I came home sweating, by the way, like I was drenched, and I messaged my friend and I said, hey, is it really hot outside, because I feel like it's really hot. To be fair, by extra layer, I think I was just wearing like a t-shirt, a jumper, and like a thin jacket, so I don't think it was anything too big, but my friend said it was very cold, so I think that was me overheating a bit. Hopefully that's not a placebo. Okay, week 3. Week 3 has some very personal changes, so I'm not going to go too in depth, but I experienced something called bottom growth, which I'm not going to educate you on this right now, because I don't think I can say that on YouTube, but if you are going on tea, I would look into it, because it's not super important, but it's there. And I also want to say, without going into detail, you will get a lot of other changes. For example, you might be a bit for a bit, and you might be kind of like for a bit, okay? And I'm not going to say anything else, but be aware. Okay, week 4, I had tea flu, which was mad. To be fair, like there's a lot of changes that I've been getting that aren't exactly positive. It's not like facial hair or like, you know, that aren't exactly like facial hair or like getting really strong or anything. But like I kind of don't mind them so much. It's the fact that I've noticed a change happening that kind of like feels very affirming to me. Even if it is a bad change, it means it's working. So even if you have some hiccups, I guess, that's still progress, and that's still something. But anyway, tea flu was crazy. Like there's this stereotype about cis men that when they get sick they act like babies, and I get it now. I get it. I was such like I was probably overreacting so much, but I was just like, oh my god guys, I'm literally gonna die. Like I'm literally gonna die today. Like this is so bad. I feel like a sickly Victorian child. And yeah, I probably was, like, it was mad. It was quite nice though, because I like took the day off work and I like ordered some food in, and it was really cozy. I had a really cozy time, because the thing is, I actually don't mind being ill, because it means I get to like have an excuse to do nothing, which I love doing nothing, but I always feel like I need to be productive. So I didn't hate that. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I didn't hate tea flu. Okay, so week 5, I think before week 4, bear in mind, I had my first health check with the doctors just to make sure everything was going okay. And it's going alright. They said I'm taking it very well, that I'm like applying it well, which is good, and that it's doing its thing. And I was told, quote unquote, that soon I would start getting bum fluff on my face, which is a funny way of putting it, but she was right. So week 5, I started to notice that certain parts of my body, I think just my face to be fair, the little hairs that I have, you know how we have these like little white hairs anyway, they were starting to turn a bit darker, which isn't something you notice when you're like just hanging out, but when you're like staring into a mirror, you start to see it, and it's really fun, and it made me really happy, so that's cool. Again, on week 6, I started noticing more areas were turning a bit darker. Like for example, I've started to grow a little snail trail, which I'm really happy about because I've always wanted one of those, which isn't even a gender thing, I just think they look cool. I love snail trails, so I'm so excited for that. And now we're on to week 7, where I'm just really hungry, honestly. It's kind of mad because like I've always had a bit of an appetite, but now I'm kind of leaning on like, I don't know, I eat a lot now. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about changes, but those are all my tea changes so far. Again, it's very early days, it's only been a month, but it's nice that things are happening because these are things that weren't happening before, other than being really hungry. So that's really fun for me. I want to also say though that I'm still very dysphoric. I still really struggle with my dysphoria. It takes me a long time to get changed, and I think slightly less so now. Oh, another change I didn't really talk about is that I'm just a lot more confident, and I think that's like from all of these things. Oh my god, also I've been getting some like kind of placebo-y changes recently. Like people keep saying on my videos that like my voice is dropping and my face is changing, and I definitely feel like it is a little bit, but I don't know, I think maybe it's just my hairstyle, maybe it's just like I'm putting something on, but I don't know, it might be a thing of like not letting myself have that change. I don't know, I don't want to like say that I'm having these like drastic like, oh my god guys, my voice is so deep, and like I don't want to like own that when like it's not actually happening. I don't want people to be like, oh my god, no, like you're literally overreacting, like there's nothing there. But yeah, no, I've still been like super dysphoric in a lot of my clothes, and I think that's just because like I'm very early days still. But god, I want top surgery so bad right now guys, like I'm not gonna lie to you, I am so close to just booking it, but there's so many obstacles in the way, and some of them I won't talk about. Money is the biggest one for me right now. I don't know, I'm looking into it though. I think just like especially since like it's summer now, or like it's almost summer, it's like spring at the moment, and I want to be able to like take my top off at the beach. Like it's so like alien to me, but it's right there, like that could be me, you know. It's really hard as a trans person to see cis people who are living this life that you've like been working so hard to like get, and they're just born with it, dude. Like it's so crazy. I don't know, having that freedom to just exist in your body and not constantly be at war, it must be great. Anyway, I don't know what else I was going to talk about in this video, so maybe that's it, kind of. If you have any questions for me regarding my but if you have any questions for me, comment them down below and I will for sure answer them. And give me more video ideas, give me things to talk about, because like I love making these. I just like really struggle to think. There's nothing in my brain right now, it's absent. Okay, bye guys.